Tesla has had big gains each of the days after announcing its 5-for-1 stock split. But how high can this truly go? Let's take a look at some different technical indicators to truly understand the levels of resistance that we might encounter going forward. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart for Tesla. I already went ahead and marked some of the key levels of support that we can expect to see. However, with the stock making all-time highs, how can we accurately describe the next level of resistance? Let's take a look at some different technical analysis tools that will help predict these values so we can be careful when the stock price is rising too close to them. The tool that I'm talking about is called a Fibonacci Extension. So what we need to do is use the Fibonacci Extension with the swing low to the swing high, and we place it back at swing low. So this is already done with the purple here. Next, you can see that it gives these levels, and these will be levels of resistance and support going forward. As you can see, some of these pretty much line up with some of the values that we had. This one's a little off, but it does pretty much describe some of these values here. But it actually is very, very close to the one that we already had marked. So it accurately predicts some of the values that we can expect to see. Let's take a look at the 30-minute time chart now. I went ahead and repeated the process that we had before with the swing low, and then I went to a swing high, and then I went back to swing low for the Fibonacci extension. This let us propagate these levels of support, which gave us the level of support of around 1834. It's right up around the top of the day, and that's pretty interesting that it landed right there. So I think this accurately describes some of the processes that we're seeing right now. Taking a look at the most recent week, I marked out 2 additional Fibonacci extensions that potentially will give us some values that will be of use. If we look since last week, we marked out the Wednesday to Friday extension, so swing low to swing high, back to swing low. We'll get potentially a resistance at 1890. And then the other Fibonacci extension was pretty much a 1 day. So it doesn't have as much strength as this multiple day run, but we can still analyze it. So if we look at that, it's pretty much at the day at the open to much near the close. And they'll give us a resistance at the 1960 level. So potentially we can use these 2 values to accurately describe some of the resistances that we might see. So we'll have to see and be careful if the stock price raises in these levels. Potentially we'll have a big drawback considering how massively the stock's been up recently. Remember to like and subscribe for any more technical stock analysis. Also, drop a comment for any specific stocks you want me to take a look at.